going on? It's Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid, and welcome to Bass Hang 125. Wow. Um, okay, so there has been a new development in the land of Fender, the rising sun of basses. I guess that's what somebody told me last week. So they got new drops, and I'm very interested to see and hear your thoughts on this. Everybody that's there, please say it in the comments. Let me know yay or nay. They've got some new stuff out there. So just want to kind of check it. And that's gonna be the whole premise of this bass hang here. I like to start most of my bass hangs with asking the very simple question: where are you watching this bass hang from? I've received all types of answers everywhere from Hawaii all the way to Germany, all the way down to New Zealand. And it's always amazing that people tune in, whether it be live or after the broadcast is over with, and to know that my reach is that far out there in the world is dope to me. So if you could put it in the chat, and we'll highlight some of the places and give you a shout out here on the channel. Thank you so much for dropping in, hanging out with your boy. I also want to bring in the homie to the channel. Uh, I think he just dipped. Anyway, whenever he comes back, he'll be able to drop in. So the whole conversation right now in my head actually got sent over to me by a subscriber that I believe is actually in here tonight. He sent me a bass that looks freaking sweet. I was just kind of taken aback by the price tag on said sweetness. And I just want to bring up these basses. I have Fender queued up, ready to go. And yeah, let's go ahead and dabble in these selections here. So let's see. Share screen. Window, bam. Entire screen. There you go. Boom. Boom. All right. So, here we go. OB to the stage, man. How you doing? You got the mic up and stuff. All right. So I got to mute it till we get the audio situation together. But I did want to bring this out. There are a few special additions, like as far as flavors of basses that caught my eye. You know, something that talks real loud. Thumbs up if you're ready. You ready, Obi? Nope. All right. So let's get into here. I believe this is a new drop. This is where I actually did. Let's see. I went here, and then I went to new releases, and then I went to filter because who cares about guitars? Okay, let's go. Yes, yes, yes. I said yes. Thank you. Share results. So, anything bass related on Fender site, went ahead and dropped that in. Uh, let's see. You good, OB? Are you froze? You froze? You good? You good? I can't hear you. All right, let me check. No, it's not me. All right, hold on. All right, another person in the room. Let's go ahead and bring him to the stage. Prop, man, what's going on, bro?
Yo,
How you
I'll
doing?
say this before I continue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's me or if it's you, but there is a gnarly echo.
Yeah, I think it's wait, it's happening now.
Yes. When I speak, I can hear my voice.
Okay, so is it like over and over and over again?
When OB was in here, it was. Now it's just like one.
Yeah, so it's OB's side. Because
Right.
before you popped up, he was doing the loop effect thing.
So
So yeah.
echo shout out, everybody. What's up?
So
You
stupid.
can hear me two times.
Two times, two times, two times. Anyway, so the topic of discussion today is the new releases from Fender. They came out with a few new flavors. They came out with some new basses, new people that they're trying to get behind and sell them. So that's a pun. That's a double entendre. They're trying to sell and then they're trying to sell. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. So let's dabble and get into it.
Let's dabble.
Speaking of that, this is the bass that I've been seeing this lady have. Blue the Tiger. This thing.
Is it the artiste?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an artist bass. And get out of here, honey. Okay, let's see. That's her. And I don't know.
Well,
I don't think you get.
are you screen sharing right now? Because
Oh
nothing's
snap!
up
My
right now.
bad. That's me. That's my fault. That's
Oh
my
my
fault.
God! Look at that! That's the back of it too.
Yeah. So that would explain why you was just like,
Oh my
I don't-
goodness!
Yeah. It's something. It's gaudy. I like its style, but I know that it's gonna be the same old in this area.
Yeah,
I
you're probably
know
right.
it is. And a piece of me is like, come on, man. But, you know, this one is relatively affordable and is doing the thing. I think this is their answer to Sire popping out and wrecking shop. This is what I think. Because they going with the kind of humbucker J situation. And then they got the gaudy color like that Black Sparkle Z3 situation. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Is it crazy still?
I don't know, is it? I can hear y'all now.
Okay, great. No, you're not echoing. That's cool. Welcome, OB. So we're talking about
Hooray.
this new little situation. So I feel like it's set up like a player plus as to like what the actual controls are. So like volume, blend, treble, stack, bass, and then mid in the back with an active passive switch. That's what I'm assuming it is. That's the usual suspect with the
Yeah,
bass.
it looks the same as on the Meteora.
Yeah, kind of.
What's the price tag on that one?
Oh, I got you. Hold up. Let's see. It's probably a stack. 15 or 1600. So now, here's the crazy thing. You could either get this 4-string bass, or
Yes.
or I didn't even have to finish typing that joint. Like I didn't have to even finish typing it. Hold up. I gotta go sire.
Am I echoing? I see some
No.
in the comments saying I was.
Oh, they don't.
The
Oh, it's not
echo
15.
is fully zen.
Is it me?
I think it. You're not echoing, but I think something with your audio chain is causing an echo for me and OB.
Proper got a lot of reverb in there, let me tell you.
Do I sound cool?
In a world where one man has the basses to play and no one is listening.
On a side note,
Check these settings in.
the Sire is less than half the price of that Fender.
Yeah, hold up. Let me drop this and then let y'all talk.
Yeah.
And then there's that.
You can go stupid.
Why you want a 6 though?
Why not?
Why not? I'm already
It's too
paying
many
1600.
strings. It's extra wide. It's not as comfy.
Have you seen
I'm
this
already
man's
paying-
hands?
Yeah, exactly right.
Have you seen
That's why Bully would want Bully. Like I was looking on Facebook the other day, and someone in my area on the locals section had a Ibanez BTB, but it was like a 7-string. I was like, that's just no.
Might be a little much.
let's go.
One of those is still supposed to be on the way. They keep deciding every week they're pushing it back like 2 days. So hopefully I get an update tomorrow.
Okay, so am I
Wait for
loud
the
still?
F10.
Yeah.
Am I loud still? Or
The
am I
echo
good?
is, it's not as severe as it was, but it's still there.
I don't know what it is.
Echo, what's up, BCC? Shout out everybody in chat. What's going on? How are you guys? I missed you guys. Hope everyone's having a good night
I thought it was.
as we try to fix these technical issues.
I thought it was.
Last comment asked if you normally use headphones, which you normally do. Are you using headphones or are you just using your speakers?
Nah, I got my headphones on today,
Hmm.
so I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out, man.
Troubleshoots. Why do you guys in chat put down your favorite bass? What's your favorite bass of all time? I want to pick some of your brains.
That's not a bad question, actually.
It's not a bad question.
It's not.
Good job on good questions, Prop.
I'm trying my best here.
Yeah.
Sound bites, you know?
Pro.
No dead ear. Air.
Well, with the echo, we have less likely of air because it'll be about a half second more filled.
I mean, that's a half second though, so it's not bad, I guess. Let's see.
Rogue. Get out of here, Carolina Bay.
All right. I don't know. I went to settings. I don't have anything messed up.
Could it be
So,
Austin?
I don't hear anything, and I don't have anything selected. Can y'all go to your settings and make sure everything's unchecked?
I can try again. That's what somehow gave me no audio last time.
Okay, so 744 it said bully no echo, but proper and okayest echoing like crazy.
I have turned off and turned back on echo cancellation and automatic adjust, and I'm still echoing.
Turn off automatic adjust.
I turned it
Like
off
just
and then turned it back
turn off
on.
everything.
Turn it all.
Okay, let's
Both
see.
are now off. I am still echoing.
What?
That echoed as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Am I echoing?
No.
Thumbs up. Am I echoing? Thumbs down. I'm not.
It's
Okay,
Austin's
cool.
echoing.
So let me do this process.
We're echoing. Hello? Hey. I can still hear my voice. It's almost like that, you know, that.
Quit trying to be sensual, dog. Man, look out, man.
Prop was really quiet for me, and I can still hear me echoing.
There we go. We have isolated the problem.
I'm guessing it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty typical that I'm the problem for most people.
You sound like you're out in
Common
space.
denominator.
Hey, man.
Do what?
You know, you gotta
You
be
sound like you're out in space.
Okay, so I don't know how to fix it. Maybe you toggle in and off whenever you want to say something. But
Moving on.
for this particular offering, it looks the part, and I'm sure it's pretty solid among all. But I don't know that anything is like extra added with this bass. Like OB said, it's pretty much like the Meteor, or let's see, it's this one, or this bass. This just got better knobs on it. So I don't
We
know.
know
that
Divil
it's-
likes a good knob.
Yeah, you tweedles them. Yeah, so that's one that caught my eye. I was like, ooh, yeah. But for the value, I don't know that I would be uh, getting into that and stuff like that. So, what? Man, watch out. Okay, so we have the Mark Hoppus Jaguar bass.
Okay, now
What are we talking?
I I like the first version of this one.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys are familiar, but I think there was an earlier model released like the early 2000s. It's a jazz bass body with just the P pickup
Hmm.
and just a volume knob, and it's
That's what
got
this looks like.
it probably is the same thing,
Yeah, it's just a volume knob.
but at some
Also,
point he went from playing jazz basses to Jaguar.
what is what? What? Okay. I mean, okay. So number one is not in the sweet spot, so it's gonna sound a lot darker. But it is a Seymour Duncan, so it's gonna have output.
It's
I don't
okay,
know.
so I'm not really into like punk rock, but
Yeah.
I've always really liked Mark Hoppus' bass tone
Mm-hmm.
just for what he does. He plays a lot of chords and like clear blink stuff, and
Okay.
this stuff kind of like that bass really makes it punch.
Hmm. Oh, that's cool.
I like the Hail Hydra logo. That's pretty good. Also, even if I'm muted, props still echoing, so that's weird.
Is it me then? Am I the
I don't
cause?
know.
Am I
I
the
don't
issue?
hear anything. Uh,
That's weird that it must be because you're hosting, maybe? I don't know. I'm not a professional tuber reviews. I don't know these things.
I'm also not a professional tuber reviews. Anyway, let's back up one split second. Let's go here real quick. Everybody's in the party. All right, dig it. So run through some of these comments and questions. What's going on? That's my frat. OB doing the thing. I appreciate it.
I
What's up,
can be
OB?
helpful sometimes.
All right, we got JP. That's the rascal dude. It's nice bass. Calling from Temple, watching from Temple. W intro. Oh, Max Proud in the building. What's happening, Max?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, dog. It's dope. Every time he drops in, I'm like, yo. Right. All right, man. What's happening? Seattle. All right, Pastor Groove, Cincy, Baltimore. Got Michigan. Thank y'all for beating the Cowboys. I loved every second of that. Uh, watching from GA. I can feel my brother pissed. He lives in a whole other state. I was just like, ooh, I can feel the fumes. It's so good. Uh, yeah, what's happening? Beast Boy was going down. Oh, caller. Hey, man, Jack. Thank you for dropping in again. Let's see. I do remember a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, dropping in. That Blue Ultra is dropped. Gorgeous. Yeah. No five strings. Let's see. Let's see. Overpriced, better guitars at that price. I would tend to agree. I would
I
tend
do
to
think the
agree.
pickup selections are like their choices were interesting. That Fireball pickup, like from the Meteora, and then a
Is
Jazz that
that it would have been cool if they would have went with two fireballs. You know?
did you see the new Meteora coming in Texas tea colored?
Will you just wait a minute? This is the
Oh,
Fender
I
drop.
just said it. I
Anyway,
can't wait now. I already did it. Although
so
that,
chic
like,
and shred looks pretty rad. Let's see, it looks pretty rad, but I stand by my fretboard comment. Every modern bass deserves a block inlay, with few exception. Every modern bass deserves a block inlay, with few exception. How do y'all feel about that?
I
I
like
like.
Lox.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I don't have a
Trapezoids are nice.
I don't have a problem with block inlays, but some bases I think look better clean.
You
Like
know what? It's either okay. I agree with you.
like
Above everything,
MTD, like flame maple fretboard or ebony
Well,
fretboard,
if you have
stainless
a
steel
pretty
frets.
if you have a pretty wood, then you want more of the wood.
my personal preference is like no inlays at all.
Oh
But then number
no.
two would be blocked.
I mean, if you
I
want to
could
keep it completely funky, all you're using is the fret markers on the top anyway, so it's not
Yeah,
necessary.
no.
But aesthetically looking at it, I get it.
That's why I like the first. I don't know if the new ones are any different, but the original Fender Aerodyne, they didn't have any inlays on the keyboard. It was just class.
Oh, I might that might actually be what's happening. I have my mic up so high it's picking up my headphones. That could actually be a thing. Let's see.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, at this point, I don't know what to do.
It's funny you say about the inlays though, because that was one of the things I hadn't noticed about the uh whatever it's called, Spectra, that Jackson that I got from you. I
Yeah.
thought it just had normal dots, but then when you look at it, they're like offset oblongs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because looking at it from here, you can't see that there's any fret markers, or just because like the darker pearloid that they made it a. It's kind of neat.
And if I'm not mistaken, it glows in the dark for on stage play.
Oh, like the Luminale or whatever it's called.
Something like I think so. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I know my two bases have that on it, and I thought that was one of the things that I was like, give me some more of that.
It might have it on the side markers. I don't think the fronts do. I've
No, the
never
fronts
noticed the
don't.
front.
The top part, you looking down on it, I think that does. I'm not sure though. I could be wrong. Let's see. Doop doop doop. BCC, what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Carolina tripping big time. Let's see. I'm sorry, it's vanilla but Jazz Gailey. I guess.
That's a good bass.
Yeah.
Good bass.
But
It's just not.
what do
It's
you
not
like?
me.
What do you like about it though? Like what's so
Beastie
special?
Boy
I
got,
I
got
like the
good
way
with
it sounds.
Mitchell.
I like the way it sounds. But outside of that,
Okay. I guess so. Let's see. Beast Boy likes Mitchell basses. I only
Hey,
played one.
good price.
we got a bunch of trolls in chat. I don't like your answers.
Gonna have to answer their riddled across the bridge.
I could time you guys out. So you know that. I'm not going to, but I can.
But you can.
I've got the power.
I'm not gonna do this with y'all. Norwich, okay. Des Moines, Shogunai, what's happening? Let's see. Carolina, bro. You got to stop, my boy. You got to stop. Let's see. Music Man look better without inlays, in my opinion.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do. But like my Big L has like oversized dots. You feel me? Like it has like the dots are normal, but like they're way bigger than a normal Fender type-ish bass is. Like I like that it's strange in every way. That's the drawing factor I got to Big L.
Isn't that kind of the thing for Ernie Ball Music Man and the Sterlings, that they don't use the whatever it is, like an 8 millimeter? There's just like a 10 or 12 for the dot. It's always larger dot.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that, but I'm looking at the Sterling, and it's the same thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's something I didn't notice. All right.
And I will say, I'm sure most people don't agree, but I wish, and I know they couldn't because of like the copyright stuff, but I think I really like that pick guard on the five string on the like Ray 5 and 35 and all that. I wish somehow the like Z3 and Z7 had that type pick guard rather than just the teardrop with the control board to the side.
I'm sure you can fab up something.
Oh yeah, I mean I could
Mm.
3D print whatever I wanted, but I wish it just came with it and then I didn't
Let me
have to
know
do
if you
anything.
do, because I think I might want one.
I mean, in all
It might be
honesty,
a
all it takes
huckleberry.
is I could probably find the file. I'm sure someone's got an STL for
You
the
got that.
pick
You could
guard.
do.
You
Yeah,
just
man.
you just
Just go
you
to
just
just
message me a color. I'll see what I can find. Mail it
oh
out to you.
baby.
Probably just keep it black.
Oh baby.
I
Mhm.
mean, could do that, but we have like the chromatic ones, like rainbow and all sorts of stuff. You get all sorts. You could
Oh,
get
like
bully
the
jealous.
chameleon? Like the
Hmm.
chameleon joints? Like a car? That's crazy work. But that
If
wouldn't
I,
look good on the natural finish. So
No.
I might
yeah.
have to agree with you. That or tort on the
That's a
natural
good one.
finish.
That's a good. Oh, you know what?
Yeah, I don't think I can 3D print tort because it's going to be like it's based on the filament.
Okay.
Get a
So what
nice
we
like
talking?
shit
Like
brown. That'd be
maybe
real good
maybe
on that natural
bronze?
It
finish.
probably would.
Maybe bronze?
We might have some.
Something like that.
Maybe gold. Nice gaudy, bright,
Well, no,
shiny
'cause
gold.
here's the thing. If I'm gonna go with the gold pick guard, I'm gonna have to
Everything
switch
got to be gold.
everything.
You got the gold out
Yeah,
everything.
I was a gold out the whole years.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm
then
I'm leaning towards the idea of like maybe like a doo doo brown.
There you go. That's what I said a second ago.
just
Anything,
keep it earth tones if you feel
anything
me.
that'll match probably the fretboard, right?
That would
I
actually
mean,
tie everything in. If
It
you
would.
did
def
that, the back of the neck, that would work.
God,
the only like I could if I can find the file, I could print the pick guard, but then you would end up having to modify some of it just to get around
Neck
the
pickup.
bridge.
Bridge? No, you wouldn't.
I'm just saying it might be
I think
if I find one
I
that
see
fits
what
a
you're saying.
Stingray, depending on the
Oh yeah, yeah,
spacings.
yeah, 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 yeah. I got you. But just even still though, if you found a file of what that is and you could do the brown, and just swap them boys out. You know?
I mean, you'll probably have to like drill the holes because I wouldn't want to print it with the holes because I'm sure it's not the same spacing as a Stingray.
No, definitely not.
Either way, it's gonna be under the pick guard, so it ain't really too much deal. But yeah, unless you're into that type of thing and it's got to be that way. Let's see. Where Goldie? Goldie is in my media room, so that's where my practice amp. Whenever I'm charting my stuff, and I got to go in seclusion for a gig that I have tomorrow. I need to chart. Let's see. That's why you get multiple bases so you can satisfy inlay needs. It makes a difference.
That's a good point.
That's why we all have multiple bases.
Yeah, for the
I knew
inlays.
there was, yes, the inlay.
Yeah.
Or you just get stickers and then it works
I was
fine.
actually
You
going to
just
bring that up
change it.
before. There's a company that makes like inlay stickers, but I don't know how I
Mhm.
feel about putting that on my.
I did it.
Do they hold up?
Yeah,
Is it
My
like
Harley
a?
Benton.
yeah. I did
All right,
it
well, I'm
too.
gonna need to see that because I'm like 50-50 on me doing it. I just don't want to put them on and then they peel off.
So dig it. The first video that I ever played on the channel, which is my wife singing Justin Timberlake's song.
Right.
She had that was August 19th. She had just bought me this Squire Jaguar bass in a TC 250, like a TC Electronic 250, back when it was hot. So like this is 2014, right? So I've had this bass, this neck, disassembled and assembled, flipped, revamped like 3 times. And I'm never getting rid of it because my wife bought it for me. But this is where the neck is.
Hey, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
look
is
at
how it
that.
started. This is how it started.
And the
And
stickers have held up the whole time.
yeah, I knew I wanted stars, like real tough. So whenever I got my signature bass, let me get that. But yeah, it's been on there. I haven't moved. I haven't scratched them off. They're doing a thing.
You make that neck look like a guitar neck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's usually a Jaguar body on it, so you know.
Now, what is that?
Let's
Your
say
Harley Davidson?
mm-hmm.
Those blue?
It's like
Yeah, I
Avalon.
actually got these originally for my that whatever it is, Lake Placid Blue Meteora that I had. And then when I got the Meteora and I got the stickers in, I was like, I could put those on there. So I did, but when I started putting them on there, they they went on fine, but they were slightly crooked, and I didn't want to have to like redo, pull it, put it back on. Because when you put them on, they're like wider for the front, so you can place them and then peel them. And I was dumb, and I just cut them all exactly to size rather than cutting them to like the width of each fret. So I just ordered another set, and then when I took those off, I just threw them on here because it seemed fun.
I mean,
Also, this neck is super like dark, and it has the dark dot inlay, so it's really hard to see them anyway. I just figured, hey, why not?
hmm.
This is for sale if somebody wants it.
Let me see the body.
It's just like that one
I
Bully's got.
mean, I mean, that's interesting.
It
It's
is.
got. I put the
I
higher
think you're
mass
low-key a
bridge.
natural finish guy, too. You're just in
He
denial.
has taste, but now
No,
you can see.
I
You can see
like the natural finish.
natural
I
with the
like
toy pick
actually.
guard.
I dislike painted ones. I like to see the graining. I mean, the one that I have being made is going to be basically like bleached white. Like if you ever saw
I know what you're
the one
talking
like
about.
like the one I was just holding, they had one. Lob got it that was white, and I think it came with a torque guard. Um, but I liked it. But the one that I have being made, he's gonna do some sort of treatment to like bleach the wood, but the grain will still be visible. It's not
Oh,
just
like a
gonna be white
driftwood
painted.
type deal. Like a
Hmm.
yeah, that's
That's
dope.
what I had said. I said my words were like a sun bleached bone, where you can still see like the natural finish to
Striations
it,
and
but
shit.
it's
Yeah.
not. But he's going to do it on fretboard and everything, so it all matches. But then he's going to put like a dark red. I think it's wood. I'm trying to remember what name of wood it is, but there's like a wood that he uses, and it's going to be dark red, and that's going to be the inlays. And that inlay will be, I don't know if you can see it. Uh, light Trinity knot. If you Google Trinity knot,
Yeah. Oh,
it'll
like
be
charm?
there. We go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be the inlay.
Don't do that.
Don't do
What?
what?
Don't act like Shannon Doherty wasn't fine. Just chill. Chill
No,
out.
it's the
Everybody.
people in
Oh,
chat are just
hold up. Let me see. Let's hold
they're
up.
fun.
All right. So number one, I wanted you to see this prop. He was talking to you.
Vinyl wrap that pick guard. If the idea of having a 5-string Music Man pick guard for the sire, if that's a thing, then why am I gonna vinyl wrap it if I'm just gonna change it?
Well, you did say you wanted to get the different color pick guard. So if you vinyl wrap the pick guard,
I only thought about changing it once you guys started talking about like making a new pick guard.
if you happy, huh? Do you
I,
think?
I'm not that. I'm not that good. I can't make my own. I tried to make my own pick guard once.
No,
It was
it's just
fast.
literally a sticker. You take it, you smooth it on, and then you cut out the pieces.
Right, but I want the shape different. I don't want, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, okay.
I don't want that circle.
I got you.
Yeah, he's talking about the where it comes down to the point, not the normal teardrop.
Okay. Let's see. Probably stay
And
with the
unfortunately, the only files I can find are for a 4-string teardrop, so I'll have to put some feelers out there.
being the awesome industry state of the bass is also his problem. Any innovation and style change Fender tries usually falls flat. Mm.
I somewhat agree, but not fully.
There's also G&L and Stingray. So I don't know, but it's been that way for a while. So I don't. I also agree, but I can poke holes. But
They do cool stuff with their
I give them
paranormal
on the
series.
75
They do.
percent.
I was gonna say. I don't know
The
why they
paranormal
haven't like.
series is like their experimental, hey, let's not actually try to innovate a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna throw weird stuff out there and see
Right.
if people really like the Meteora. They threw that out there and they were like, here you go. It's the I think those are like the Made in Mexico. Here it's in the Player Plus series. Let's see how it does. And then now they're in the Ultra 2 series for like $20,000 or some crap. I'm like too expensive, but it's like, hey, they were accepted. Let's just actually put a true series into it.
I don't know why they haven't reissued or like I guess revamped the dimension base, and then I feel like that would fit right into the
That I can where
paranormal.
me yeah
Oh
where
yeah,
Meteora
paranormal
and
fluid. Oh, 100%.
yeah. I think that's kind of that was the first because they had Nick West spearheading that one. The one you just said. I remember specifically. She had her own flavor of bass with them, and then it kind of hit miss, and then they kind of pulled it, stopped pushing it. They all kind of disappeared off the shelf, and then they swung back around with a different name, and then that rocked. Then they picked up Mono Neon, and they did a similar type situation with it. Body style isn't exactly the same,
Oh,
but
I see.
that's the type of vibes they was going with doing a 5 string.
Okay.
Um, let's see. So Oscar Reyes, I have two suggestions. Well, really three. My number one, I would tell you to check out is Offbeat Guitars. They can make yours special to you, what you want, as far as color, electronics. They are now doing 5 strings, and if you need a short scale, that would be what I would tell you to go and check out. Aside from them, I would say go and check out Seric basses. They whooping butt out there. I would tell you to go and check out Valenti basses. They solid, and they're kind of like they have their people that do the product and then they assemble it and then boom, but you're telling them what to do. I would also venture into the urban spectrum and say check out bass mods.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
That actually might be the flavor. That might actually be the ticket for you because it's probably gonna run you around probably around 1800, 2300 for all the bells and whistles. I'm talking like if you wanted to do it Aguilar hardware or Aguilar electronics like a OBP3 and then whatever pickup situation you want to do, that's probably going to be about a good 500. And then you throw in your gaudy bits, that's probably an extra 250 for whatever you want to do as far as color. And then you tell them what fretboard, like you build it out, and then they're like, okay, cool, this is going to be 2832 or something like that. So I would check out bassmods.com, offbeat guitars. Just kind of depends on what you're actually trying to look at doing. There's no reason why you have to spend $5,000 on a custom bass.
If I'm putting mine in there, I'll tell you to do exactly what I did. Lignum Art out of Croatia. They're the ones who are doing mine. Literally said, what do you want? Like, here's the model, the models they actually like have of their own. Then I literally just printed it and then sketched out the difference in body shape, said where I wanted contours. And by the time everything's said and done, it was 1900, including the international shipping. The only thing I'll have to pay is like the import taxes, which I think are 6.25%. So, and that was with a multi-scale, custom scale, single cut, all sorts of stuff.
Ooh.
So, Yeah, he does. We were talking about that Harley Benton. He's supposed to, he was thinking he might want to buy it, and he was going to try and do like a blue perloid pick guard instead of that tort on that Harley Benton. Thought that would look nice.
OB, is that bass in stock configuration?
No. The pickups were very buzzy. It has Geezer Butlers. Ah, you can tell he's thinking about buying it. He already knows stuff about it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, let's transition right on back. We can transition right on back, and in the style of that, this is exactly what Mad Jack just said. Let me change this thing around so you're not all over. Nope, didn't want that one. Let's.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Look at this bass right here.
There you go. Hush. Now, I'm not sure if this is short scale or not. 9.5 radius neck.
Control F.
I guess. Let's move out here. I personally probably wouldn't dabble in it. That's cool looking. I'm assuming it's $300. That's crazy.
I'm sure some people could probably do something with it. I haven't heard that one, but
I think Sono actually picked them up. I think
the
he
Mark
did a
Hoppus
video.
one.
I think he did a video with the Jet or this one maybe. I can't remember. I think he did a video with it, and I'm not sure he still has those pickups. I'm not. Don't shoot the messenger. I think so. I'm not sure though. So let's get into this. You got the player two.
It is a 34-inch scale length.
Why do you
The
have
Mark
to
Hoppus.
continuously ask if I don't want you to sell my information?
You might change your mind.
I don't want them to have my information.
Let's see. So
Is there an option that I can get you to sell my false information? Like tell everybody that I'm 6'10", weigh like 180 pounds, multimillionaire. I'll
You're
just,
not.
you know,
You're not all those things.
no, I'm sorry. I'm actually 6'9".
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Damn.
I know. Just bursting that bubble.
Shit. Hey,
Good thing I know the lie.
digging.
Like, go through them again.
Yo. Yeah.
I'm gonna say some things that might upset some people, but I'm gonna try to like not be too mean, I guess.
I just want to know what that last color's name is pronounced. That like whitish color.
This one?
No,
Polar white?
the third one.
This one?
Is that Hylia?
Hylia?
Custard.
Hylia?
Custard.
Yeah, it's like meringue. That's a meringue base.
Got that banana pudding finish on there.
Yeah. Good. Hell yeah.
Got the banana pudding finish and vanilla wafer pick guard. That's what
Just
you
okay.
need.
So you got the player 2 jazz and the player 2 precision.
Yeah.
Look, all right. I know
Here we go.
it's like
Here we go.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of deal with Fender. But like, this is new, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Drop.
It's just ones they made 10 years ago in certain colors that they just
Like-
stored somewhere and like, look at this one.
I'm all for having a P bass. I'm all for having a jazz bass. But they're just like it's they all have they come in the same colors too.
Nope. Didn't like that one. Sorry. My bad.
It's just uninspired to me. That's it. I don't know. Maybe I sound like I'm snooty or whatever. But I'm just.
Well, I mean, that's their bread and butter, man. Like
I
they have a
get that.
thing that they do. You know what
If
I'm
you
saying?
sell 5
get that.
million of them a year, every year, you
I
don't
can't
have to change anything because you might only sell 4.9 million.
The next one.
And you know what? I hope they keep selling basses. But for me, I'm just not like Fender doesn't really do it for me. You
But
know?
that's the funny thing is you see all these other companies that do the whole Fender thing and they change one or two little things and they get giant followings. Like, oh my God, it's a jazz bass, but it has a Music Man pickup in it. This is the coolest thing ever. And it's like, yeah, but they could have done that themselves. But again, why mess with it if it's
I love the way
might
a jazz
lose you
bass
sales?
sounds. I love the way P bass sounds. I don't know. Do we have to see one every year? Every single year, a new one? Sometimes multiple.
I mean,
All right.
And I love
at
Fender.
least
I
at
love
least
Fender.
with at
All
least with
right.
Fender, you
Fender's the
have the
best company.
opposite problem. You have the opposite problem of Gibson, who has a thing that people like, and rather than keeping on making it, they just say no and they don't make it at all.
What they do last year, they did that friggin' Rascal bass and everyone loved it.
Yeah.
And now
Everyone loved the Rascal bass.
it'll be
I
in the
don't.
Fender Series Ultra 3 costing $3,600 a piece.
Hey man. I don't like.
I do not like the look of a headstock.
I just like variety. That's it. They could
I
make
hear
different
you
colors.
And I agree. Here, but right now I want to talk about this. Problematic is not even the beginning of this. Oh, the string is right over the truss rod adjustment. So you're telling me two things. I have to loosen this string, pull it out of a fully engulfed string tree.
It looks like they hook from a top. It looks like the string tree's solid and that they hook underneath the top of it.
What the fudge sickle, bro? Now listen,
Also, we can get a
I
six
like
string on that,
I
but we can't
like
get a 5 string Meteora.
I
Really?
like
Yeah,
it.
well, how about that? What's up with that?
I need
I've
to.
I've
Can I do
really,
it?
really thought
Oh,
about getting just a body and modifying one.
okay. So I see what you're saying. This is. How do you get to the truss rod adjustment?
I mean, it's a 6 string, so it's not over the center. So you might have an eighth of a turn's worth of space in there.
No, there's a
But it's
bar in front of the effing hole.
well, but it's going to drop into that and then slide into the end of the truss rod.
So
So
with the
you're not
Allen
going to use a
key, it's gonna
screwdriver.
scratch all of this ish up. Okay. You know what? You're playing devil's advocate. I'm not about to play with you. All right.
I don't like it.
I'm not.
I don't like it
I'm
either.
not with
I
it.
don't like 6 strings.
So why are you
But
even
where's the
fighting?
Meteora? It's the
You
only
wait.
Fender.
That's what
That
you
and
do.
Jaguar are the only ones I like. I want a 5 string block inlay, natural finish Meteora so that Prop wants it and I have it. That's the
Sounds
end
good
of
to
my
me.
desire.
That sounds good to me.
It's like the EHB. It's like I
I
would
want
want
that
that if
too.
they sold that, but they don't sold that.
On a side note, you know how close I've been to like pulling the trigger on one of those?
I like this.
Which
A
one?
lot.
I like
The
how that
HB.
looks.
Hmm. Floof was messaging me about them the other day.
I just don't know how, like, all right, so the thing that's got me iffy about them is like the no headstock. For no reason. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. When you're at the end of the neck, does your hand feel like it's gonna fall off?
No,
Like,
no, the
off the neck?
the EHB actually have the same like kind of contouring that you'd get on the end of a headstock. Like it feels like you're hitting a headstock because it flares to the side and it
Okay.
still has that rounding. So even if you're up high, you still have like a spot for your thumb if you rest it on the bottom of that headstock. It's still there. And
Okay,
the fact that it flares wider means you can hang them.
No,
So
you can't. You can kiss my ass. No,
when you
can't.
first got that, was it an adjustment to get
No.
used to the? Oh, so you just
Well, here's the thing. We're used to playing with straight across frets.
Yeah.
So if your body forces your hand to turn like this already, that might be the lick for you. Like if your hand automatically does this,
mine
my
kind of
hand
does.
this. So
I don't play like straight. I kind of have like a Kind of like a
'Cause-
pivoty thing going on.
yeah, yeah. So I had one. I had it for 3 weeks. Ran it through his paces, did my video, and I was like, yeah. For
And
1,700, I was like, nah.
that was what flew fast me was there like an adjustment to playing it since it has the multi-scale? And to me, no, but I also don't play near as much or as well as all of you guys. So like I don't have anything complicated to play. So like I'm playing just one note at a time. There's no like, yeah, the echoes for everybody. But that's what I had told Floof was like, I didn't have like a big adjustment. I actually prefer the multi-scale, hence why more than half of what I have now are multi-scale. I find it more comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Your mileage may vary.
Yeah.
So
What's
about that
popping up?
Meteora,
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail that.
no, man, it's no big deal. I thought it was in the new releases.
it's part of the Ultra too. They're like 22, $2,400.
Is it still paranormal?
No, it's part of the Fender Ultra 2.
Ultra 2
That's
series.
what
Well,
I mean.
darn.
They
Well, darn.
inherited. Well,
Yeah.
the Meteora wasn't paranormal. That was the Rascal. The
Oh,
Meteora's
that's
were
right.
part of the Player Plus.
I felt like that should have been paranormal too.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
In Texas
oh.
T. That's not a Meteora.
You gon' this is my show. You gon' hush. Whoo.
There's Texas T. That's
Get
the color that the prop wants as pick guard.
Yes.
Jeez.
What's up with that?
I
What's
don't
going on
know.
here?
All right, so you got 4 bands. It's all on. No, it's not. That's an on-off switch.
Yeah,
What are the things? What is that? Noiseless.
that's
Okay.
a P pickup.
Wait, but it says noiseless. What? Why?
What if it didn't make any noise?
That's something stupid for a pickup to make it noiseless. That doesn't do anything then.
That's sexy. Okay. Oh, come on now. Get on through there. All right.
That would be like, and I know it's not a common wood, but tell me that if someone were to make a neck or at least a fretboard out of holly, that wouldn't be beautiful.
I don't know what that looks like.
Holly is a super pale, almost white wood.
Yeah.
I'm down for any pick guards being made out of wood.
I hear you.
I think it's just a classy
Now,
look thing.
the third color on there is just, it's an option.
This is where you want to go, bro?
So the last two bases, that P bass you're looking at and this one, I can get behind these two.
Like, I don't understand that body, but without the darker fretboard.
So you would put a darker fretboard on this one?
The one from the Texas T. I like the look of that neck and fretboard better than this on this like solar flare. Yeah, I think that neck.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why the bright citrus colored one has the maple. I also think that Solar Flare's pick guard would look better too, but I mean, I have weird taste, so whatever.
Sorry, is that $2,300?
Yes.
It is.
All right, I changed my mind. I can't get behind that.
I'm gonna get a Player Plus that are on sale right now for like $900.
Mm. But you know, you like what you like. You like what you like.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I think that Texas T one looks nice with that. That's like a tuxedo kind of. You got the whites with the darks. It's good. It's good.
I could take that.
I didn't like that the controls on that first one are silver.
Which one? This one?
I don't
like
like
this.
I don't like the like almost andidized pick guard, but chrome.
Yeah,
Let's
I don't like
just
this whole area here.
if those were matched, that would be very pretty. Especially like if you matched with the tuners too, that'd be a nice package. That would almost make it worth half the price that they're asking to me.
Yes, I agree.
I also agree.
Like when I can get a hold of a company halfway across the planet and have them custom build me something for cheaper than that, it should be perfect already.
Yes. Yes.
Oh man.
Proper as a wise man, he agrees with me.
I do agree with you because I'm looking at these price tags. The first thing that I think about when I see the price tag, it's kind of like what you just said. I could do damage with the amount of money that they're asking for some of these.
You know how many sire bases that is?
Probably
Depending
like
on the
three,
sire base.
Sire bases.
3 or 5,
You know how many Z3s that is?
like
Depends on
5.
if it's
That's like
is it
7.
natural? Is it 5 string? There's some clarity needed,
You
but
get all the
yeah, it's like
colors.
5. Yeah, you get one of each of the 5 string sire bases for
that are
this.
offered and still be cool. He's like, all right, let me get a shirt. Also, sire, if you have any merch, I want to get involved. I want a sire shirt in a large size. I'm not Japanese.
And I'm not gonna lie, like ever since the whole joke of faux Dara came out, I want to like get an F10 picture and then put the sire faux Dara and then like a Federa logo and then have someone make me a shirt just to wear.
Just to wear.
Rocking that faux Dara.
Fodera baby. Let's see what else we talking about since we doing this. Where we at in time?
Also, I'm just going to remind you, you were the one who said you wanted to do a hard hour, and it's
Yes.
8:30. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
saying
just
we
said
need to
whatever
leave.
time.
I'm just reminding.
Yeah, I got you. I am definitely gonna be dipping.
What's up, homies in chat? By the way, so everyone's out in full force tonight. You gotta love it.
The force is strong.
Let's see.
If I had $2,400 right now, I would buy.
Multiple
You wouldn't have
podcasts.
$2,400.
I would no, I would. I'd be gone
If I had this money,
because I
not
would
have this
buy
money, but I would have new shiny things.
probably a 5-string Tobias.
Oh,
Probably.
talk to me now. Which one?
Probably if I was able to find one, probably a pre-Gibson one, or probably one from '95.
How much money is this? You saying? If you
Oh man, they range from like 25 to a lot. I'm not going to tell you.
From 25 to higher
25
than
to a lot. You'd probably be like, "What are you doing?"
yeah,
But
why? As a car on your lap. No, that's 3 used cars.
like, sometimes.
Man, look. So I've been tussling back and forth. I kind of want a Super 5 or a Saratoga MTD. Like, it's not USA. I ain't gonna have to pay $10,000 to get it.
I thought you were talking about the USA ones.
I wish. I ain't got the
I
bread.
wish I was considering spending that kind of money.
I definitely not. You know how many Foderas I get? Oh,
You know how many V3s that is?
I think it's like 3, right? Or almost 4.
It's tens.
tens of Z.
Tens of Z3s you could get for $10,000.
Oh man, let's see.
That's sad to think about too. Like I could get this one bass, or I could fill a wall with basses. I could get one of each of the Z lineup
Yeah.
for that 10 grand
4-string and 5-string
in each color.
in each color.
You know what I
From
just
both
noticed too?
series.
The echo is totally gone magically, and I don't know when it stopped, but I just picked up on it. There's no echo anymore.
So
Who did what?
I think my amp is feedbacking.
Ah.
Do you hear it now?
Hello? No.
No,
You don't-
now it's gone
you don't-
even more.
What about now?
It just sounds like there's a fan on.
Oh, okay.
He has a little bit. I don't know about me.
I can't hear any echo now.
I don't know, man. I turned it down,
It's
and then I was waiting for somebody to say something.
Let's not
that was
jinx
our
it, and
that
let's
was
just
the
be
technical
grateful that we made
difficulty
through.
for the stream.
We made it through the end of
My things
the
are
echo.
acting a fool, and it could be because of this wireless system. Actually, I don't know. Probably could have did that. Maybe
Get a
whatever.
hold of CFG. Hey, did you guys know that you can use your product in order to
To
be a
create a tape
reverb
delay.
system?
We just got this awesome tape delay thing that happened on stream with your product there. I'm just joking. I don't know that this is it, but I don't usually use this one in the studio. I'm still kind of experimenting with it. It's the 5.8 gig version of the CF80. Does the same things, but I don't really use it that often. Got something ain't broke, don't fix it. That's how I see it. Let's see. Forgive, but Fender is the worst value. I mean, I found worse things. The USA Fenders and USA GL are the worst value. You just don't like no Fender, boy. You crazy out here. The new grading scale for basses will be
I mean,
I
like if
mean,
we if all of us lived in the EU, it would probably be Harley Benton, just because you don't have to pay the international shipping because it's all there. But like here in the US, you're paying double or triple of a standard Harley Benton, but you're getting, I mean, you're getting better quality as well. But like you can't, it's not like the ones that you and I have, that one that I was showing that's the first one on your screen there. It's not like those where they were like $200 and play super well. They came set up well. The quality was good. It's not like that's their entire history. Like
yeah,
they've made stuff that was crap. They've made stuff that was good. But I mean, Sire, I haven't heard too many times that someone's had a Sire that was like, let me tell you why this is crap. It might be like where Lob does a video and is like, okay, let me tell you all the things that are wrong with this bass, but then it usually turns out to, but it's still a good bass. Whereas Harley Benton has had
also,
stuff of, let me tell you what's wrong with this and why it's crap and why you shouldn't buy it.
yeah. That what was the mark? Oh, Dibble smacked this one out the park.
Your
See that
volume could
mark?
come up a little bit, Bully.
It was Dibble smacked this out the park. He was like, the Marquise, the Marquise, the Marquise.
Yeah. Like I didn't mind the look of it, and I had one, but it
Nobody
balanced
does.
awfully.
Nobody does. They don't really sell that like talk about anymore. So
Mm-mm.
I think Dibble could have sunk their ship if they battleship. I don't know, but I've never had a Harley Benton and not wanted to mod it. Like in my head, Harley Benton is on the same. Harley Benton to me is Fender Squire Money. You get what I'm saying?
No.
It's it's
No.
okay. So I got my Harley Benton right.
Uh-huh.
This one came from Lob, so it was
Uh-huh.
already set up. It was already good. All I did was change the guts out of it, so it felt like a Fender, but the
Mm,
Squire electronics in it. So I swapped the
gotcha.
guts out. Now I got a solid product.
I
EMG's
th-
Ivory is sexy. You see it.
I
You
think I
see
think the
it.
coolest thing for the Harley Benton's, like you just said, is it's like they're a great beginner intermediate bass, but because of their price, they allow you to modify them to what you want them to be.
Yes.
Like all of the bones are excellent, and then if you're like me and you prefer the passive, you could get one that's active and you can be like, hey, this is great, but I want to do this instead. And the
Mm-hmm.
price is there that you can afford to get what you would like, as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to something more like, I mean, Squire's still typically pretty cheap to be able to do that, or your
Yeah.
lower Sterlings and things like that. But I mean, if you grab
Hold
a
on.
Harley
Let's
Benton,
185
that's what I
for a
was about to
five
say.
string. That's
Like
185.
you can grab a
This
Harley
one,
Benton and
this
pay
one's
international
199.
shipping. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this
You
was
got to pay that
the
international.
199. Now
Didn't you
this is a
one
solid
time?
base.
Weren't you able one time to buy four Harley Bentons for under $400?
Hmm.
I gave them away,
Hmm. And
And
he
then
gave them away.
and I gave
and
them
the
away.
thing is then too, before COVID, the international shipping, like I don't know if it was just Thoman's website calculation or what, but it was like get on there and it was like 40, $50 for one international shipment, a shipment of one. You added a second one, it was like the same price, maybe $10 more. And then if you had three or maybe four, depending on total weight and size, you might not pay anything extra. So you might be able to get four of them at $89 a piece, pay $100 for shipping. Hey, guess what? I have four $100 bases shipped.
Now mine was a little bit different than that. I happen to have a coupon that worked over and over and over again. So you take that $80 base and then you put a $20 coupon on it and you buy four of them and then you pay that shipping, which was $75. That's how you get $400 in four bases. And then you run those videos and YouTube pays me to give stuff to y'all. That's how that works, baby.
And it's just that easy.
Well, it's like I told the little music shop that I work with all the time. I'd taken in quite a few Harley Bentons, and they were like, "What's Harley Benton?" So I told them about it, and I told them to look up some videos about it if they needed more info. And they were like, "I mean, they seem to play well, so I'm sure they'll sell." And I was like, "You guys realize?" Like, as a small music shop, if y'all wanted to have a new product, you could probably just go on and order like seven or eight basses, guitars, whatever, have them shipped to you. And then,
And
like, if
then
you look on Reverb, they have the Harley Benton page, but everything you look at, it's more expensive in the US, counting the shipping, than it is to buy it from Thoman's website and have it shipped over. And Thoman's usually like what, 2 day processing, 2 day
yes,
shipment.
It's
yes,
So,
quick.
like,
It's
you
quick.
wait a week, you're probably going to get it as quick as when you get something from the US. The only difference is coming from across the pond versus
man.
something that's already here. And they don't
That's
have all the options here on their Reverb page either.
Don't they have a warehouse here in the States or no?
I don't think so.
The I think that honestly, what I think happened is some person entrepreneurially went like, "Hey, Omen, I'm gonna buy like 10 of every model that you guys have, and you're gonna ship them to me, and I'm just gonna sell your guys' stuff." That's my guess. Because like they don't have every model, so it's not like there's a whole warehouse just full of their stuff. Because
Right.
if you ever go on there, like you'll see new series come out and they don't have the newer series. Like they
Oh,
don't
hold on. Is
have.
that okay? So when you're looking at one of those, I think I understand what you're saying. When you are looking at one of their bases, I guess, and you know how it says like, oh, in stock or available in 5 to 8 weeks or yada yada yada. Like, there's one that usually says available at short notice. So, like, if you order that, do they have that on hand already, or like, how does
I
that
think
work?
for I think for Toma, what they're saying is it's like there's one that's already been, since it's their house brand, no one else. It's not like with Sire where it's like, hey, we might have 2,000 to send out across 500 companies with 28 locations for their warehouse. Since it's their house brand, they're the only ones. I think when it says available soon or on short notice, I think that's like they already have some made. They've been manufactured. They're just awaiting the delivery to them for
I see.
distribution.
Okay.
And then the ones that are like, hey, it's 4 to 8 weeks from now, those are when they expect that the production will be completed for that line.
Okay. I understand now.
it's a nice little plug game, man, to be a wholesaler. All you got to do is carry overhead of the warehouse storage.
Well, and that's like if you go on, I mean, everybody knows my stuff. I have no problem ordering stuff from questionable sources like AliExpress. But you can go on like you can go on Alibaba and they have stuff that's like knockoff P bases or whatever, and you can be like, hey, and they'll have like a 50 minimum order, but you can get them for $40 a piece shipped to you. So if you're just like a little hometown music store that has like someone who's a decent tech for setups, or if you have a luthier who could even like, hey, I'm gonna have you carve the headstock slightly differently so that it's like our house brand. I mean, you could feasibly do that, spend 2 grand and get 40, 50 bases of that particular setup to you, and then do whatever you want to do. Hey, these have already been set up in house, and then turn around and sell them for $100. Hey, I went through, I already did the setup. It's good. I made sure that, I mean, a little filing around any rough and fret edges, make sure there's no sprout, that kind of stuff. I mean, take care of what cheap bases are known for. You put in an hour on each base, you paid $40 a piece. You might be able to turn around and sell them for $100 if you have like little local folks. But
That's time well spent, especially if you got an assembly line going.
or I mean, if you're like a little local music shop, like you could just be sitting there in your downtime. I mean, let's face it, if you don't have customers in there, the one that I go to all the time, hell, I'll go in there and just shoot the breeze with people for 3 hours straight because I don't have anything else going on. So just go in there and stand around and talk. If you've got that going on, I mean, you might have 4 hours of downtime where you can do 4 or 8 setups in a day.
Yeah.
And you're not going to sell them that
Man,
fast.
so dig it like this. I went up to Texas Amps and Axes. It's in North Tech, like above Dallas, to shoot a video for Dynamo Amps. Remember I did that, and it was like the first nice Spectre I've ever played in my life. That was set up by them people. The dude that owned the amp company, it was his bass, and I never played a Spectre bass, so I was demoing his stuff. Me just sitting around chopping it up, hanging out, I'm hearing drums and rock stuff happening in the back of the shop. So me being me, I moseyed on back there what y'all got going. And then the drummer had like a triple foot pedal thing situation, so it was the second foot could do this, and then it's anyway. So I had to hop on there. Lo and behold, he also plays guitar. So then we just got a whole. I was playing Lamb of God, Omerta. Yes. Chopping it up, wasting time. Stuff happens. I also got to do 2 demo videos for them. They just needed somebody to just sit there and just funk. And I was like, all right, I can give you that for sure. Got a free t-shirt.
Last time I was in the little music shop, someone, I guess their daughter plays bass in the marching band at a local high school.
Cool.
And I guess her Hartkey amp had something happen to it. It blew a fuse or I don't know,
Oh.
something in it. So the dad had tried like just replacing the fuse and then that blew too. So there was something else wrong with it. So he was bringing it in to have it worked on. He was like, she literally did this like right after the first like marching thing of the year. And now we've got like 7 more in the next month. So we're going to need this fixed as quick as possible. And they're like, yeah, it doesn't work that way. Like you can't just come in and say, "Hey, I need this fixed tomorrow," when we already have a backlog of people who were already working on their stuff. We got one guy who does this, who works here, so like, sorry. And the guy was like, "Well, fine." Like it was a husband and wife, and they were like, "Yeah, okay, fine. We'll just buy another amp that like what's a cheap one you have." So and they had like an Ampeg like 250 watt or something. It was big. And they were like, "Can one of you show us that this works?" And they're like, "Yeah." So they plug it in, turn it on, and neither of them play bass. So they like plugged one in and like plucked a string. And they were like, "Yeah, okay, see." And like they were rattling the ceiling tiles with how loud they had it. And they were like, "Yeah, see, it works. You'll be able to hear it." And they were like, "But that doesn't show us if it actually works. That just shows us it makes noise." And like the manager was the one talking to him. She's like, "That that's what amps do. They make noise." Like they're like, "Well, can you show us like that it sounds good?" And I was just standing off at the side looking at all the stuff that I was actually rearranging their stuff. Like, "Oh, this is mine. It can go in this section. This one's not mine. It can go in this section." Because they had like guitar, they just moved like 4 days
Oh,
before
so
from one building to another.
they were cross pollinating genres.
Oh, there were guitars with the basses. There was a banjo hanging up and next to a guitar. Like, so I was just moving stuff around. I was just having fun. I was like, this can go here. This can go. These are mine. We'll put all of mine in one section so that people can see the good stuff and then not the rest of it that's not mine. And then I was going through moving it. So next thing I hear is, well, Travis plays bass. And I was, huh?
Oh god.
Hey, can you show them that this amp works? I was like, yeah.
They got you involved.
Yeah.
You
And then I
you
go over.
Unbelievable.
you're
I
already
know.
working there. The
I
hell are you
mean,
talking about?
so I go over and I was like, what do you guys want me to do? They're like, just play a song. So I just started playing Careless Whisper.
Yes.
Figured
Good
that
Yes.
choice.
Hell
nice
yes.
high. And then
Good choice.
the dad's like, my saxophone's at home. I could play that with you. I was like, go get it. I'll be here probably, maybe not. And then they were talking. So they're buying the amp. That's all they came in was to get one fixed. Then they decided to buy the used one. Like it was beat up, but it was like it's gonna be literally put on a cart and some kid's gonna wear
And
the outfit
drag it
and
around to
march in time pushing
yes.
the amp. So it was like, okay. But then they were like, "Oh well, her birthday's coming up. Is there something you guys have that she might want? She really like." I was like, "All of these bases in this section are wonderful," and they just kind of give me a weird look. I was like, "Yeah, all this shit's mine, so you should buy it, all of it." And the mom's like, "She would really like to learn to play guitar." So I reached over to my section and I pulled down a 7 string Harley Benton with an iridescent paint finish. I was like, "This is a 7 string. It has an extra low string, so it's kind of like a bass, but like a guitar. You should buy it." And the dad looks at the price tag, and I think it was like 299. He's like, "Oh, I don't know if I like her that much." She goes, "You know, if you get her something green, she's gonna have it in her homecoming and prom pictures." And I was like, "Oh." He goes, "Well, I don't know if we need to spend that. We're already
Uh,
buying this. We're already buying this amp."
I don't know
And I
if I
was like,
like it that
"Oh,
much.
okay. Well, then I won't tell you. I'll knock $50 off the price if you guys want to buy it." And the manager's like, I was like, "It's mine. I can do what I want. I can be like, hey, this is mine." I could literally just take it off the wall, be like, "This is my property. Hey, you guys want to buy this for cheaper than they'll sell it to you for because they don't get a cut now?" I was like, "I'll take $50 off." They ended up spending like $700 before they left. They were only in there to spend like a repair. And then I kept like they bought the guitar. And then after they're buying the guitar, the wife's like, "Well, she won't be able to use that if she doesn't have a guitar amp." And the manager's like, "No, you can use a guitar through a bass amp. Just like, you might have to adjust some things, but it." She's like, "I don't know. I think if we're gonna, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't buy it because she's gonna want her own amp for it." So I'm like, "This right here's a Positive Grid Spark 40 that's mine. It's great. You could use that, and she could even practice on bass with it if she wanted to." So that was the other thing that they bought. So the manager's just standing there like, you don't work here." I was like, "Nah, but I'm better at selling stuff than you guys, so you're welcome. Just made you guys like $400 and me like three. So bass amp wasn't
Whatever.
mine, repair wasn't mine, but by God, the other things were."
And you strolled off happily ever after. Let's see.
Well, yeah, they still have like 3 or 4 grand more of my stuff there to sell, so they need to quit slacking, but it'll be all right.
The moral of that story is don't put all your eggs in one basket or something like that. Right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah.
All right, with that, that's about it for me. I have work tomorrow.
Absolutely,
Right?
absolutely. Likewise,
Fellas, it's been real.
it's been
Homies in
fun.
chat, good to
It's
see
been
you
real
guys.
fun.
I appreciate you guys.
Indeed, indeed.
Have a good
Yeah.
week.
So let me go ahead and
You know what?
wrap this whole
I'll stick
situation
around
up.
for
My
the
head is
sign off.
Look,
floating.
we coming around that last corner,
I'll
baby. We've
stick
been there.
around for the let's do it.
Indeed. Thank y'all so much for dropping in on this bass hang. It went 21, 22 minutes longer than I wanted it to, but at least it ain't 3 hours. You feel what I'm saying? So, till next time, I've been Alan Brown, aka Billy the Kid. This is
I'm Propers. Hi.
this is
I'm the okayest bassist.
indeed. They both have YouTube channels. and stuff like that. Y'all go follow them.
Yeah.
And great content. You've already seen their
Well,
personalities,
I
so
mean,
just
at least two people in this group have great content. I
oh,
don't know
you
about
shut up.
anybody.
I'm
Anyway,
semi-retired.
till next time. What the hell?
Semi
Till next time. I've been
retired.
Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid. Y'all be easy.
Peace
Sheesh,
out.
man. I can't take y'all nowhere.
I have.